I hope everyone's well. It's August already. Can you believe it? I'm trying to go on my social media posts every once in a while and to do a conversation. Sorry, it's not a live. I'm finding it's hard to do lives on every platform, so for me it's easier to do the video. It's like a live though, because I'm recording without stopping. But first off, my big thing I want to focus on this is slow and steady wins the race. We're in such a quick fix society, and I admit I like quick fixes, but I'm finding as I age that it's not always the best way to go. First off, as you know, I started a business last fall, and in my mindset of being afraid to fail, I kind of just post. And it may come across as being desperate, which I guess in a way it was. It was my fear of not being successful. And I know and feel that there's a stigma to doing what I'm doing. Just goes all the way back to Avon and Mary Kay. People just, for whatever reason, get annoyed with marketers, right? So I'm doing it more from the standpoint of growth. And yes, the extra income is nice, but I have realized that I have a full plate and that I need to step back. I keep adding to it without taking stuff off. And I'm especially noticing that lately, just because the summer's gone by so fast in my trying to get everything done. I'm realizing I want more time to just enjoy the summer before it's over. So I talk about self-care and all those things. So I'm going to be honest when I fall short, but I am proud of the steps I've made thus far, and it's a journey, right? So I'm used to like the quick fix to lose weight, let's say. Go on Weight Watchers, see how fast I can lose weight. I've been up and down and never really getting to the core of why I'm having the struggle. Why do I choose to self-sabotage and things like that? And I do admit it was easier for me to lose weight, 8 years ago. I don't know exactly when it was, but I cut out white flour and sugar, which worked really well in taking the cravings away and being able to maintain somewhat. But I realized that I was eating a lot of fats and a lot of proteins and worried that I was missing out on some other nutrition. So I decided to gradually put back in, but because I hadn't eaten it so long, I just forked out the other way. So in that frustration on letting that happen, I had a lot of negative self-talk, and I really have had to work through that this year. And it didn't help when I'm like on the social media all the time. I see myself and I have those tapes. But one thing I've discovered lately is that slow and steady is working better for me. I joined Anytime Fitness, which is something I wouldn't normally do, to work on the flexibility and the strength piece and the muscles. I'm a good walker, never been afraid to exercise, but I also have never really worked on my muscles before. And I thought, well, that's a change. That's slow and steady, and it helps the metabolism. So help when I get older, I'm gonna have more flexibility. One thing I always ask, like, why do we have to do so many squats in class? And it was like one of the first weeks, because I couldn't even sit in the toilet. My thighs hurt so bad that first week, and I was doing the ice baths and all the things. But she said something that stuck, and it's true. A lot of times as we age, we lift with our hands to get up off the chair, and we lose that ability from the squatting. Helps us to be able to get up without using our arms and keep a strong base, firm foundation. Goes with this whole piece, right? So I've been gradually Gaining muscle, my fat has gone down, my weight's not doing a whole lot, which is discouraging because I'm always in that mindset of trying to be a certain weight. So I'm working through that. But I feel better. I feel my clothes are fitting better. I'm feeling better in my body. It's hard to explain, but I'm really glad I made that decision. But at the same time, my ego's been bruised some because I haven't done muscle work and that I allowed enough of my tummy to come back. Doing things like planks is so hard. Like to leave and put your whole body up. I used to do a couple years ago so much easier, and I was able to do burpees and all the things, but it was less weight. Now I'm going at it with the weight on, and it's a way different. And plus I'm older. And we had to do I don't know if it's I can't remember what the belts are, TRX maybe, belts that come from the ceiling, they hang and they have the handles. I had to actually we did core work Saturday, and we had to cross the belts and put our feet in the handlebars or the stirrups, and then flip the body like planking position, and then lift the bottom and lift the legs to the side. It was called the ABC. Totally hard on the stomach and core, and I really did struggle because I have so much weight in my middle. It was just, I said, my back, it's hurting my back. I'm really trying. So she had to bring in this belt to help support me so it wasn't as much weight and I still could do the exercise. Was my ego bruised? Oh, most definitely. I was embarrassed, but I had to talk myself out of it, say, hey, you're here. You're doing this. Be proud of yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. Slow and steady, right? And it's true. Like, I felt the burn, and I know I'm doing well. And why was I criticizing and being so hard on myself just because I didn't do it perfectly? I needed the support. And sometimes we do need support. It's okay. That's with anything in life. And we have a tendency to go off of past pains and challenges and fears, and it robs us from moving forward. And that's probably why I overbook my schedule. Like, I've had a past where there's job changes, job loss, economy shifts, illness, all the things that slow or get in your way. And yes, there's time where I felt victim to it. And I realize that now that I've done more mindset work, that yes, it happened to me. I felt sorry for myself, but then I moved on from it and took from what I learned in that experience moving forward. How does it make me who I am today? And I have to realize, new house, new place, and I still have that tape playing that you got to work because you don't know when it's gonna not be here. And I have to start trusting the process, trusting and doing things right, having a firm foundation, do things from a place of integrity and honesty and with the right heart and mindset. You know, so many times I was so trying to get to the end result that I cut corners or did things with less integrity, and I regret that now because I'm finding that's what makes you uncomfortable in your own skin, is when you do cut corners, when you know you're not being authentic, when you know you're not developing a firm foundation. It's shaky and it's uncomfortable, and I don't want to live like that anymore. So those are my tips. Never give up on yourself. You know, I'm so glad I did this business from the standpoint, one, just doing things a little differently than everyone else. I still get my training in. I still get growth. I get to do what I love. I get to share. I get to teach. I get to do classes with my team. What fills my cup is making progress in my life, but even more helping and supporting others to be happy, have more joy, to have hope, and to find success themselves. That's what I love, and that's what I've discovered. So even if it's a slow process, it's better to move slowly and right than not That's what I've learned. Take care of you.